Ministers McNaughton, Minister Surma, Minister Williams, and special guests, welcome to Etobicoke Lakeshore. I'm so pleased to be here with all of you and great to join you all at Ontario Power Generation Station for this exciting announcement. I would like to thank Minister McNaughton for joining us today and for putting the great work he's doing to address the most pressing concerns from my riding of Etobicoke Lakeshore to the province of Ontario. I'm grateful for your many tireless efforts. My colleague Monte McNaughton has served this province tirelessly for the past 12 years. He first assumed office as MPP for Lambton, Kent, Middlesex, and currently holds the title of Minister of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development. Minister McNaughton has shown great leadership by leading our provinces and our government's efforts in addressing the labour shortage. We are training the next generation of workers for careers in skilled trades, along with ensuring that people have the tools they need to lead their best lives. The Minister, like the rest of our government, is committed to working for workers, and that is exactly why I'm excited to have Minister McNaughton in the great riding of Etobicoke Lakeshore and to join him while making this special announcement. With that, it is my great pleasure to invite my colleague, Minister McNaughton, to the podium. Thank you.
Thanks, Christine. Well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's so great to be here in Etobicoke Lakeshore. I want to begin by thanking Christine for that introduction and for everything that you're doing for the residents of Etobicoke Lakeshore. It's also great to be here, as Christine mentioned, with Minister Surma and Williams, who are both doing terrific jobs. Minister Surma as Minister of Infrastructure, building all of those projects, as well as Minister Williams, who's working really closely with me to get more women into the skilled trades, and we're going to talk a bit more about that. I also want to thank OPG for hosting us here today. I want to recognize the Minister of Energy, who's not with us today, Todd Smith, and 2,000 other guests who are currently at the OPG's Darlington station to celebrate the successful refurbishment of Unit 3, now officially reconnected to the grid, 169 days ahead of schedule and on budget. Finally, it's a pleasure to be here with my good friend Mark Arsenault, Business Manager of the Provincial Building and Construction Trades, as well as Wayne Peterson, Executive Director of the Construction Employers Coordinating Council of Ontario, and countless other labour leaders and construction leaders who are with us today. Thank you all for being here. For many years, I was proud to work with Patrick Dillon to spread good jobs and opportunity across Ontario. It's a pleasure to stand with you, Mark, and all of the building trades today and continue that mission. Over the next decade, we're going to need 100,000 more skilled trades workers to build the hospitals, schools, and subways that families and businesses rely on every single day, and deliver on our ambitious plan to build 1.5 million homes by 2031. In the middle of a once-in-a-generation labour shortage, businesses are already struggling to find the skilled workers they need to build our province and grow the economy for everyone. Recently, I was proud to announce our government, under the strong leadership of Premier Ford, has made historic progress on this front, increasing apprenticeship registrations by 24% compared to the previous year and by nearly 30% among women, bringing us to more than 91,000 active apprentices across Ontario today, including tens of thousands in the construction trades, like those workers who are here with us today. A crucial part of this success is because of our $700 million Skills Development Fund, which has now supported nearly 600 free training projects in communities across the province, helping more than 500,000 people take the next step in their careers. Our government believes that Ontario is a province where hard work pays off and big dreams come true, where government, labour, and business work together to find common ground to get things done. That is why I'm so proud to stand here alongside our partners at the building trades, who represent 15 construction unions and more than 150,000 men and women, the everyday heroes building Ontario, to talk about how we're spreading good jobs and opportunity to every corner of our province. Today, I'm pleased to announce our government is investing nearly $3.7 million to support 3 innovative training projects led by our partners at the Provincial Building Trades. Despite the rapid progress in apprenticeship registrations among women, they still make up less than 5% of Ontario's construction workforce. That is why the first project will help 700 tradeswomen get the training they need to launch and progress in rewarding careers in the industry. The second training project will provide 1,500 people with access to online resources and training tools to improve their skills and connect them directly with employers around the province to find apprenticeship opportunities close to them. And finally, the Tomorrow's Trades program is returning this year to provide 60 grade 12 students in London and Ottawa with hands-on learning opportunities and access to high-profile construction projects. New this year, the program is also responding to future needs of the industry by developing forecasting capability to project the number of skilled trades workers needed for all major construction and maintenance projects across Ontario. And I know this is something that Mark and Wayne are extremely excited about and are going to share more information, but this really is going to be a game changer for the construction industry. Working together with our partners in the building trades, we'll continue building a stronger Ontario that leaves no one behind. Thank you, and now I'm excited to turn things over to Mark Arsenault from the Building Trades Council. Mark, over to you.
Good morning, and thank you, Minister McNaughton. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you today, especially to highlight 3 skills development funded projects that are focused on developing Ontario's skilled trades workforce. Thank you to our hosts, Ontario Power Generation as well, and everyone who made it here this morning, including members of our board, James Hogarth, Ontario Building Trades Council President, Chris Sutton with the Millwrights Regional Council of Canada, Brad Hill, United Association, Ontario Pipe Trades Council, Paul Marshall with the International Union of Operating Engineers, and Steve Neveu with the Ontario Ironworkers District Council. The Provincial Building and Construction Trade Council of Ontario represents over 150,000 construction professionals who are employed in building the province's roads, bridges, hospitals, and energy infrastructure. It is through the support of the provincial government and our employer partners that we can refine the ways in which we grow and diversify our workforce to better meet the needs of Ontario's fast-paced economy. And we're very pleased to be here today to continue to provide the most highly skilled workers in the province as we continue to build a strong future together. Construction Training and Apprenticeship Ontario, Ontario Building and Construction Tradeswomen, and Tomorrow's Trades, while all unique, together focus on developing the workforce of the future and expanding opportunities within the skilled trades for equity-deserving groups. I want to specifically highlight the expansion of our Tomorrow's Trades program. In partnership with the Construction Employers Coordinating Council of Ontario and the Electrical Power Systems Construction Association, Tomorrow's Trades will expand through the development of a demand-supply skilled trades forecasting capability that will help provide building trades with the skilled trade requirements for all major construction and maintenance projects across Ontario. The success of this work is dependent on a tripartite collaborative approach involving the owner and employer community, training, and workforce providers. Owners and employers sharing skilled trade demand profiles with precision on precisely what trades are required, how many people do we need, when, where, and for how long. This data will assist apprentice recruiters, their training centres, and hiring halls across Ontario, improving confidence in trade availability and supply modelling, an innovative tool in the pursuit of professionalizing our industry. This development to the program is exciting and made possible because of the strong working relationship with our owners and contractors across the province. A champion of the cause is the Ontario Building Trades employer partner, Wayne Peterson. Wayne is the Executive Director of the Construction Employers Coordinating Council of Ontario, representing the province's 25 employer organizations. Wayne has served in several capacities throughout his career in our industry, starting in the sheet metal trade and progressing along to manage projects for Ontario-renowned contractor H.H. Robertson. Always value add and a true gentleman, please join me in welcoming Wayne Peterson.
Started out that way. Good morning. As all of you have heard and all of you know, we're facing an unprecedented time with skills trade worker shortage across the province. Well, you may not know that this is not just a provincial problem, it's a national problem, and it's suggested it's an international problem. Okay? One jurisdiction stands out above all the others, Ontario, for its affirmative action in addressing the situation. With the government skills development, with the government's engagement, with the government's jurisdictional review of the Skilled Trades Development Fund, that affirmative action is happening and we are seeing results. Okay? What you heard today, the announcement, will further improve and help cover our situation that we have. And that we're working together, Labour, management, and government, to address the issue. Under Premier Ford and Monte McNaughton's leadership, we're seeing positive results. They're working with trades, they're working with owners, they're working with the construction employers, and that to solve the issues. We're seeing positive results. Construction Employers Coordinating Council, CECO, stands with our business partner, Provincial Building Construction Trades Council of Ontario, working together to address these issues. The initiatives you heard today are tripartite, as Mark suggested, and we will take affirmative action. We thank the Premier and the Minister of Labour, Monte McNaughton, for his leadership and for his endeavours to solve our problem. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Helen Verrios. Helen is the Director, Resource Development, Personnel, Employer Engagement for Ontario Power Generating. Helen?
Hello, thank you everybody for the warm welcome. On behalf of everyone at Ontario Power Generation, I just want to thank everyone that is in attendance here today. Thank you to all of the building trade union leaders. Thank you very much to Minister McNaughton and the other esteemed colleagues that are here today. Let's be clear, nothing at Ontario Power Generation happens without the building trades, without the skilled trades that we employ on our sites. As the Minister had indicated at Darlington right now, Minister Smith is there celebrating the success of the Unit 3 refurbishment at our Darlington nuclear power plant. That couldn't have been possible without all of the collaboration and work from our construction trade unions. Over the next decade, Ontario Power Generation is going to be leading significant growth. We are leading the energy transition, both in our renewable generation line of business and in the nuclear line of business as well. We will need thousands and thousands of skilled trades, and of course we know that we can only do that through effective collaboration. We know that we can do that by training up more apprentices, and of course by recruiting more diverse candidates into the trades, recruiting more women into the trade, and looking to significantly grow the skilled trades that we have today. So with that, I want to turn over the podium back to Minister McNaughton.
I just want to say to Helen and to Wayne, we have a lot to learn from you because neither of them used notes when they came up here, so maybe both of them have a career in politics afterwards. I do, just before we take questions, want to highlight one other thing that I think is really important. The thousands of people that are going to be joining the skilled trades because of these three partnerships. Every single one of them is going to get a defined pension and benefit. And I think that's really important to highlight, something that I'm passionate about, and I know the building trades unions do a great job representing their people to ensure that they have, career success, 6 figures with pensions and benefits. It's really important. With that, we'll happy to take questions if there are any. Or we'll be around afterwards as well.
Hi, Linda Ward from CBC. I'm just wondering, when you think about women in construction, women in the trades, it's not that women don't know that these jobs are available, but many are really reluctant to get into the field for a number of reasons. I'm thinking of things like discrimination and harassment. Can you talk about just what part of this addresses that reluctance?
Well, certainly the building trade unions take health and safety. It's their number one priority. But I can tell you we're making great strides on this front. I mean, women are leading the growth in the skilled trades, a 30% year-over-year increase in female apprenticeship registrations. It's because we're changing the conversation around the skilled trades. I mean, for far too long in Ontario, under governments of all different stripes, they've told people that the only way to be successful in life is by going to university. There's nothing further from the truth. These are jobs that can pay 6 figures with pensions and benefits. You can build families around. One of the recent actions that we took to improve job sites across the province is we mandated for the first time on large construction sites women's only washrooms. This came from female apprenticeships or female apprentices that told me time and time again that they would go to a job site and they would have to go to Tim Hortons to use the washroom. It's wrong. Every worker deserves that basic human dignity of a clean and safe washroom. So we're doubling the number of washrooms. We're having women's only washrooms on sites, and we've hired over 100 new health and safety inspectors to ensure that job sites are safe.
Just for follow-up on a slightly different note, although maybe a reason others are reluctant to get into skilled trades, we've been dealing with a lot of heat. I know the government is working on some new guidelines for jobs where people may have to work outside in the heat. Can you give us some more details about just what this entails and when these might be put in place?
Certainly, the health and safety of every worker is our government's top priority. That's why we've hired more health and safety inspectors. We have more inspectors in Ontario today than at any point in provincial history. Just back to the skilled trades, in the last 12 months, we've recruited 27,319 new apprentices. So, I would push back a bit because we are getting a lot more people into the skilled trades, including females. I know what you're specifically addressing because there's been obviously some media stories. Employers have a responsibility. It's in the law under the Occupational Health and Safety Act that they have to keep workers safe and take preventative measures to ensure that they're safe, whether it's on a construction site or on a farm in Ontario. I also want to be crystal clear that regardless of your passport status, you're covered under labour laws here in Ontario, and we've taken a number of steps to further strengthen those laws in Ontario, including for the first time ever, we're going to have a licensing framework and requirement in place for January 1st for those workers that are employed through a temp help agency. But again, employers have the responsibility to keep workers safe, but I will not hesitate to take more action in the coming months.
Minister, it's Jamie.
Morning, Jamie.
TV. Oh, another minister. Tomorrow, there's a report from the Auditor General regarding the Greenbelt. You were at the table. You heard everything that happened in the development of the Greenbelt and the development on the Greenbelt. Is your government worried about what is going to come out of the report tomorrow?
I can't speak to what's coming out tomorrow. Obviously, I haven't seen the report, and we'll wait for the AG to make her report tomorrow. I can tell you what I've been focused on is getting more people into the skilled trades to build those 1.5 million homes because, for example, there's 500,000 newcomers coming to our province every year. We have to do what it takes to build homes so people have a roof over their head. And my focus has been obviously working with our union partners and employers to get more people into the trades.
Regardless of what
and these questions come in from Cynthia Mulligan. And regardless of what the report says or what could be in the report, the optics right now is looking poor. Is your government concerned about the continuing poor optics or the results of it?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to speak to hypotheticals because I have not seen that report that's coming. Look, we have a mission in this province, and that's to build 1.5 million homes by 2031. The people of Ontario deserve to have a roof over their head. And my job and our government's job is to make sure that we have people here that can build those homes, and we're going to get the job done.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And thank you again to OPG for hosting us here today. You have an amazing team, and I know Minister Smith is celebrating today as well. But it's amazing to see so many people out here today, and thank you for your support. This really highlights government, industry, and labour working together to get it done for the people of Ontario. Thank you.